Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So today I'm going to take you along with me as I go through my makeup collection to declutter and reorganize it. Now before we get into it, make sure to hit that like button if you enjoy videos like this. And as always, if you have not done so already, I welcome you to join us here on my channel by clicking that subscribe button. Now without further ado, let's get into it. So I have a bunch of new stuff that I've been putting to the side. There's a couple eyeshadow palettes, a few Ipsy bags, and a bunch of other stuff. So all of this is going to be getting added in. Okay, now for the first drawer. This is where I kept my primers and liners. Now I did keep all of my eyeshadow primers. I actually do use all of these on a regular basis, depending on what look I'm going for. For my face primers, that too, they each are used for specific reasons, and I do enjoy each of these. I did take out a couple that are almost used up and will put those in my everyday drawer. I will be adding 2 new primers from Ipsy. I've used the Benefit one before, but I'm really excited to test out the Versali one. Next, for the liners, I'm going to be putting all of them out of the drawer and into a new location. For lip liners, I don't use them often, so I'm just going to get rid of the ones that are close in shade. Other than that, I'm going to keep them. I did add the LA Girl Gel Lip Liner to test out. Now, as for my brow products, I will admit I have more than enough brow products. So these are my brow gels. I decided to get rid of the NYX Brow Glue. I just don't have enough brows for this product to work. Now for my brow pens and pencils, I did get rid of any that the shades didn't work for me. But other than that, I did keep the rest. I really like all the ones I have, so I figured I might as well use them up. Now, onto eyeliners. I typically do get new eyeliners every 3 to 6 months, but to be honest, I haven't used eyeliners a whole lot. I did dump any of the ones I didn't like, and if I had multiples of the same shade, I did keep the one I liked the most. Now, with liners in a new location, I just pushed everything up until later when I'm going to come back and reorganize the drawers. Now, on to my foundations and powders. This is another area I had too much of. I first went and took out any that I know I won't use, like the tinted serums. I was happy I tested them out, but honestly, for me, if I'm going to put foundation on, I want some coverage. For the tinted moisturizers, I took a couple out to put in my everyday drawer because they are almost out. As for the rest of my foundations, I kept them. However, I did remove, just like the rest, a couple to my everyday drawer to get them used up. Next, powder foundation. I do have more than I will ever use, so I kept the ones I actually use on a regular basis and got rid of the rest. For loose powder, I kept them all because each of them serves a different purpose for me. In the next drawer, I just have my what I call summer palettes, so I just threw those into my box of palettes and we'll go through them when I do my eyeshadow palettes. And that is it for this side. Before moving to the other drawers, I'm going to do my lipsticks and mascaras. For mascaras, I got rid of any that are expired or dried out. I will definitely be getting rid of this one from Maybelline. I did a quick review of it, and it is by far one of the worst mascaras I've ever used. Now, I will be adding a couple of mascaras, starting with the Avon Love at First Lash. This is one of my favorite mascaras from Avon. The wand makes it so easy to apply and get those long false lash look. I also am going to be checking out one of Avon's new mascaras from the Cashmere collection. Ooh, just look at that wand. I can't wait to test this out. The last two are mascaras I got from Ipsy, and they look like they're going to be good for my lower lash. Now into my lip balms and lip oils. I keep telling myself I will use these more, but I just never do. So I just kept my favorites and got rid of the rest. Based on what I kept and the new ones I added from my Ipsy bags, I think I got a good variety to work with no matter what look I'm looking for. Now onto my lip glosses, and this is when I realized I don't have that many, and I love lip glosses. So I kept them all except the ColourPop one where the applicator was all messed up. But I will be looking for a replacement for that because I loved wearing that color in the summer. Speaking of which, I did get 2 new glasses from the new Profusion collection, which I will be doing a whole video on it over on my TikTok next week, so make sure you're following me over there. Now, for liquid lipsticks, I did keep all of them as these are my diehards, and you will have to take these from my cold, dead hands. I also added a couple minis from Ipsy. Finally, regular lipsticks. I decided when going in that I really wanted to update my lipstick collection. Many of these have been in my collection for a few years, and I'm just wanting to try some new shades and formulas. So basically, I got rid of all of my neutrals and any of them that the product was a mess, making it impossible to use anyways. Now let's get into the drawers. So this was my everyday drawer where I would put products that I wanted to use up or whatever products I couldn't stop using. What I'm going to do here is either put the products in the right section or I'm going to keep them here so I can put them in my new everyday drawer. In this new system, I want to keep my everyday drawers to be products that I'm looking to use up or to test for reviews. So that way I will use them even when I'm not working. I am adding 2 new products I'm going to be testing out, and they are prep products. Now, my next drawer is my concealers, highlighters, and setting sprays. Last year, I was on a no setting spray buy ban, but I did buy 2 new ones a few months ago, and I've been obsessed with them. I will have to say I am happy with what I have right now, and I have no desire to get any more. Now, for concealers, I did get rid of a couple that were expired or the shading was off. And for my highlighters, I basically kept them all as well. There is one I will not give up, even though I broke it on the flight home from Dominican Republic, and that is the Becca Champagne Pop. I don't care if I have to use every last speck of it, I won't be giving this up. In my last drawer, I have my bronzers, blushes, and my lashes. I got rid of the mini bronzers because I can't really get to use them. My brush is just too big. In regards to my blushes, I have been making sure to keep my collection unique, so I only got rid of one that was similar to a new blush that I got. And for the lashes, I kept them all. I don't wear lashes often, but when I do, I have the ones that I like ready to go. Now, this next drawer is just my impressed nails. I keep the extras so I can make new sets. It's a great way to reuse them. Now onto the last drawer on this side, and I'm not going to touch it because this is my drawer that I have my costume makeup and materials in there for Halloween or anyone looking to dress in costume. Now it's getting on to the hardest part for me, my eyeshadow palettes. I want to get rid of some to get new ones, but then I'm always afraid that I'm going to regret the ones I gave up. It's a catch-22 for me, I swear. So the first thing I did was gather up all of my mini palettes. I typically don't like these, but I will say they do come in handy when traveling or when you're looking for a quick 1 or 2 step eye look. So I did decide to keep the ones that I do use on a regular basis and got rid of the ones I rarely touch or just use one shade from it. Next, I immediately put my ColourPop 9-pan palettes in. I love these. They are great at filling in shades you may not have in your collection, and these palettes just kick butt. After that, I started going into my rose tone neutral palettes. I actually decided to get rid of my Too Faced Peach palette. Now, I do think that this is one of the palettes I'm gonna regret. But until then, that is my decision. So as I go through the rest, there are a few brands you're probably realizing that I am not going to get rid of no matter what, and that is my Natasha Denona palettes. I'll also never give up my Glam palette from ABH. These palettes will forever be in my collection, I can say, at least for now. So to finish off my palettes, I then sorted through my colorful palettes. There were a couple that I had to give up, never reaching for them. I know what color palettes I continually reach for no matter what, and those are the ones that I kept. So here is what my palette collection looks like now, and I'm just going to go finish up organizing the rest of the drawers. So here is all the stuff that I am decluttering, but before I do, I would love to hear from you and what you think I should give a second chance to. Let me know in the comments. So here is the final look of all the drawers. They are all nice and organized. And what I love is that I found a use for each of the drawers. So that is it for today. Let me know if you enjoyed today's video by clicking that like button. And let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next from me. If you have not done so already, I welcome you to join us here by clicking that subscribe button and notification bell. Once again, thank you for watching. Feel free to check out more of my videos you see here on the screen. Until next time, bye!